I told you about constitution and why and how, and in which I told you about the authority of the constitution, and I gave you a little bit homework also. Check your progress, in which there was a column. The government can the check your progress. Here are some provisions on the Indian and other constitutions for each of these. Write the function of that provisions perform. This is performance there about yourself, that the government cannot order any citizen to follow or not to follow any religion. Now this is, इसको हम कैसे मिलेंगे, right? This is limitation on the government, limitations on the power of the government. This was the first. Then the second was, the government must try to reduce inequalities in in income and wealth, to separate the sense of socialism, to separate the sense of to support the sense of socialism. Socialism means where the society is equal and everyone is equal before the law. The government must try to reduce inequality. Equal before the law means we have to reduce inequalities. Third was, the president has power to appoint the prime minister. Here's the third. The president has the power to appoint the prime minister. President के पास prime minister को appoint करना होता है. President, they have the power. So in India also, president is going to appoint the prime minister, because whosoever got the majority, president select him, and he got the prime minister got the appointment. It means constitutional power of the head of the state. I told you here that there we have got two heads. Number one is head of the government. Number two is head of the state. Head of the government is called prime minister. Head of the state is called the president. Third is the fourth is, the constitution is the supreme law that everyone has to obey. Constitution is a supreme law. Everyone has to obey. हर एक उसको obey करेगा. Right? The constitution is the supreme law that everyone has to obey. It means constitution is above of everyone. Constitution is above of everyone, right? And constitution से ऊपर कोई नहीं है. Constitution law को बनाती है. Constitution से ऊपर कोई भी नहीं है. We are. That's why it is said in the first part of the constitution, we are the people of India. Next is, Indian citizenship is not limited to people of any race, caste or religion. Indian citizenship is not limited to people of any race, caste or religion. In हमारा जो citizenship है, किसी caste और किसी भी religion को favor नहीं करता. We are not favoring any type of caste. We are not going to favor any type of religion. We are not going to favor any type of sun and all. Everyone is equal before the law. So what it means? That is called secularism. For the secularism, it is means where we don't have any law. Look now, head of the state means that's the president of India. Our president of India was a Muslim also. Our president of India was a Sikh also. Our president of India is a Hindu also. So we have every aspect, right? No matter which religion he belongs to. India is absolutely favoring the part of secularism. Okay. Next is the authority of the constitution. Now here we start. The authority of the constitution. We have outlined some of the functions of a constitution perform. This function explain why most societies have a constitution, but there are three further questions we can ask about the constitution. Three further questions are there. These three questions are, what is a constitution? Constitution है क्या? पहले भी हमने बताया था कि constitution is not mere rule and regulations. It's not mere rule and regulation, or it's not a book of regulation. So what is a it's a rules. They are the we have to follow it. Constitution is a living document. Well, and I told you that what's the meaning of living document earlier also. That when we want to amend the when we want to amend when we want to amend the constitution, right? We can amend also. So what is the constitution? Constitution is a living document with rule and regulation on which a country runs. बहुत simple answer है इसका. 1 mark question answer. Constitution is a living document, number one, on which, and with the full of rule and regulations on which a country runs. It's a direction to a country, number one. How effective is a constitution? Constitution kitna effective hai? It depends on the people also. How we say how is our constitution, how it is effective. Number one. Number two, is constitution just? Kya ye न्याय पूर्वक hai? These three things are very important. One, first, again repeat what is a constitution. Second, how effective is the constitution. Third one, is the constitution just? Now, in most of the countries, a constitution is a compact of document that comprises a large number of articles about state, specifying how the state is to be constituted and what norms it should follow. Basically, it happens in everywhere. Constitution, what is a constitution? Is a living document. A document, I said, document. A document is contain what document that particular contain. That document contains rule and regulations. So when we ask for the constitution of a country, we are usually referring to the document. But some countries, the United Kingdom, for instance, do not have one single document that can be called the constitution. Rather, they have a series of documents and decisions that taken collectively are referred to as a constitution. Look, we have a it means I have to define you this way. There are two type of constitution. Two type of constitution means one is written constitution, one is non-written constitution. India is having written constitution because India is a largest country of the one of the largest country of the world, very big country, big population. England is a small country if I compare to India. So and on India in England the document is non-written, right? And there's a bunches of decisions and all. So those are all they all are basically following the specified position of the constitution. So as I repeat, usually, but some countries, United Kingdom, for instance, do not have any single document. They do not have any single document, and that can be called the constitution. Here it is written. That some countries, the United Kingdom, the constitution, rather they have a series of documents and decisions that they have collectively and they refer it as a constitution. So we can say that constitution is a document or set of documents and that seek to perform the function that we consider that we mentioned above. हमने जो आपको बताया उसे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन कहते हैं. A document may be written, may be everyday decision is being taken care of, but many constitutions around the world exist only on paper, right? They are mere words existing on a parchment. The crucial question is how effective is a constitution? How the main question is how much effective our constitution is, or maybe our constitution, maybe other words constitution. What makes it effective? हम इसको कैसे effective कर सकते हैं? इसको कैसे इफेक्टिव किया जाए या how it makes effective. What ensures that it has a real impact on the lives of the people? क्या constitution का लोगों के ऊपर, लोगों के जिंदगी के ऊपर effect है? Making a constitution effective depends upon many factors. Now, mode of promulgation. Mode of promulgation. First of all, let me tell you one thing, friends. This NCRT book is having beautiful English. You can learn English from this all type of books. And now, here's another word for you: promulgation. And what is the meaning of promulgation? Write down: promote or make widely known an idea or cause, put into effect. एक आइडिया को enlarge करना और उसको इफेक्टिव करना, उसको इनफैक्ट उसको वर्कआउट करना. Suppose you have some idea how to make effective the class, how to make effective class. You have some idea, and you are working on your idea. You have some points to work how to do it. So that is called promulgation. Okay. So this refers to how a constitution come into being. Who crafted the constitution? ये कब से यहाँ पे promulgation means who drafted the constitution? Who drafted the constitution and how it came into being? ये कैसे अपने वास्तविक रूप में आया कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, संविधान, and who drafted it? कैसे ड्राफ्ट किया गया, किस तरीके से ड्राफ्ट किया गया, all right? Who drafted the constitution and how much authority did they have? ड्राफ्ट करने तक कितनी ऑथोरिटी उनके पास थी? In many countries, constitution leaders or leaders who are not popular and do not have the ability to carry the people with them. The most successful constitution like India, South Africa, United States are constitutions which were created in the aftermath of the popular national movements. Mind it. Many countries, the leaders of those countries, they were not very much popular, they were not effective. Why? Because they were not coming up to the mark, up to the thinking of the people. That's why they are not popular. And their constitution is also not very popular. And the leaders were not popular and do not have why they were not popular? Because they do not have the ability to carry the people with them. लोगों को अपने साथ लेकर चलना, it's a big part in democracy, big work in democracy. The people should believe you, not 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, India is having 29 states, more than 140 crore of people, 15 to 150 dialects, 250 languages, 2,500 dialects. So you can well imagine what India is. So people, if the leaders have the ability to carry the people along with them, then those leaders are popular leaders. People will love to follow their ideas. People will love to follow the instructions of their leaders. Right. And if they do so, then the constitution is successful. People are successful. Leaders are successful. The most successful constitution, like in India, now, for example, earlier you were very much good, or Congress was very much good to you. But slow and steadily, you thought that no, we should change the party now. Then you shift over to the BJP. Right. In Bengal, people were in favor of CPI. Then they became in favor of Mamata Banerjee. Let's see what happens, whom they favor now. Now, why this? Because Constitution gives you the power to elect the people, to elect the leaders, and to, if they are not suitable to you, then change the leaders. The constitution gives you. It means if you are using that particular power, universal adult franchise, it means you are successful, as well as the constitution is also successful. You got my point? इसका मतलब आप भी successful हो, You are also successful, and the constitution is also successful. One is Indian constitution is one of the best constitution. Then South African constitution is one of the best constitution. Right, South African constitution takes care of their own citizens. Right, and another one is United States of America. These are the three examples whose constitution are very big constitution and large constitution, right, and successful constitution. Next, because these constitution came up after the national movement, they were aftermath of national movement. They knew, these constitution knew that what the people wants from the constitution. Constitution क्या दे सकती है? सबसे पहले our constitution gives you fundamental rights. आपके मौलिक अधिकार दिए गए. Nobody can snatch your fundamental rights from you. Although India's constitution was formally created by a Constituent Assembly on December 1946. Yeah. December 1946 and November 1949. It drew upon a long history of nationalist movement and that had a remarkable ability to take along with different sections of the Indian society together. Now, what is the main work of the Constitution? The people should know that Constitution belongs to them. Constitution belongs to them. This is our constitution. As you are living in home, there are 5 to 6 people are there. Some other people came, your relative also came over there. They at that moment they will think that this is their home. ये उनका घर है. That home is belonging to them. The people belongs to each other. They think that their thoughts are belonging to each other. Who bind them? The affection towards one among to other. जो प्यार मोहब्बत एक परिवार के अंदर उन सबको बांधती है. So same thing with the constitution, right? Same with the constitution. So constitution is of to whom constitution belongs to. The constitution belongs to India. For example, take it as India is our home. भारत हमारा एक घर की तरह है. Here many people, 140 crore people are living from various dialects, from various languages, from various regions, from various religion, from various aspects. Their thinking and thoughts are different. They think differently. The education is different, but they think that this is India belongs to them. This constitution belongs to them. This is the successful of the constitution. This is the success of our constitution. ये हमारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का सक्सेस है. यस, ये हमारा संविधान है, ये हमारा है, ये संविधान हमारा है, हम संविधान के लिए. Right. So this is remarkable. The constitution drew enormous legitimacy from the fact that it was drawn up by people who enjoyed immense public credibility. The people who made the constitution, they were having immense credibility given by the people who had the capacity to negotiate and command the respect of wide cross section of the society. Command the respect from wide section of the society. People knew that these people the people who are making the constitution, for example, the chairman was drafting committee was Dr. Rajendra Prasad, right? The first president of India, right? So, and who were able to convince the people that the constitution was not an instrument for the disarmament of their personal power of the final document reflected to the broad national consensus of the time. Means ये किसी एक जाति के लिए नहीं है constitution. For example, if we go to Saudi Arabia, constitution is just like a Muslim dominated constitution. If we go to Britishers, you will see that it's a Christian dominated constitution. But they say that we are secular. They say we are secular. But you think that they being secular? No. They prefer Christianity. Some some countries prefer Muslim community. But you say in India, we had a Muslim president, we had a Sikh president, we are having Hindu president, and India is a secular country. You will not find any country which is so vast, different type of people, different type of language. I told you earlier also we have having 1,500 languages in India, 1,500 languages in India, 2,500 dialects in India. You go to France, you have to learn French. You go to German, have to have learn German. You go to Russia, Russian language you should know. Go to China, Chinese language is there. India have no language, no national language. It's official. We have got Hindi or any, I think, is official language. Hindi is not our national language. You go to South, you don't speak Hindi over there. They don't speak Hindi at all. They don't speak Hindi at all. They have their own language, Tamil, and their English language. Kerala, Malayalis, they have their own language. They have the English language. We are different, but we are united. We are different. We are united. तभी तो हम कहते हैं ना एकता में अनेकता अनेकता में एकता. Fine. Who is there? Some countries have subjected to their constitution to full-fledged referendum where all the people vote on desirability of a constitution. The Indian constitution was never subject to such a referendum, but nevertheless carried enormous public authority, become it had the consensus backing of leaders who are themselves popular. Referendum is instruction. Our constitution is not an instruction. Many countries, their constitution is an instruction for them. You have to do it. You cannot change it. Some countries, here it is written, some countries have subjected to their constitution to full-fledged referendum where all the people vote on the desirability of a constitution. The Indian constitution was never subject to such a referendum. Our constitution instruction nahi hai. It is constitution is a living document according to your wish. You can change the rule and regulation where 2/3 of majority of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha and all. It's never a referendum. Although the constitution itself was not subject to the referendum, the people adopted it as their own abiding. लोगों ने से कहा नहीं, we have to abide the constitution. हमें खुद constitution को मानना है. Constitution ने नहीं कहा कि आपको मानना है. That's why you can change your rule and regulation. Constitution, we said no, there should be rule and regulation. We should abide our constitution. It has their own by abiding by its provision. Therefore, the authority of the people who enact the constitution helps to determine in part its prospects for the success. So if we don't, what is the meaning of this sentence? If we don't follow the constitution, constitution will not be successful. If the constitution will not be successful, the rule and regulation will not be followed. If the rule and regulation will not be followed, there will be chaos. There will be a big chaos in the society, big chaos in the country. No one will follow the rule and regulations. So we have to follow the rule and regulation. We know that this is good for the country and this is bad for the country. Constitution is a basic rule and regulation. Those are rule and regulation. We should follow them. If we don't follow them, then there will be chaos. So we said we have to abide by our constitution because we want that our constitution should be successful. If the constitution is successful, you can well imagine what will happen in the society. Okay, so next video, that tomorrow we will go for the substantive provision of the Constitution. 24th, right? Now this came to an end. So what we have done, the authority of our constitution. Constitution क्या है? उसकी authority क्या है? हमने पढ़ा what is the constitution. We have read हमें constitution क्या होता है? How effective our constitution is. हमारा constitution कितना effective है? And is the constitution just? क्या हमारा constitution just है? Right? So इस तरीके से we have done it. Next video. Till then, take care and have a nice day. Right? So this is what I have done. That is all. Take care of your time also. Take care of your coronavirus also. Be careful. Be sure. Be safe.